The wind is really picking up here. Woo. I need to find a sheltered spot soon. That cave looks promising. The scale of this place is just unbelievable. I need to be extra careful on this ice, this strong. I found it, a perfect spot for the grill. All right, that looks stable. Now to get the stone grill ready. The wood is scarce here, but I think I found some. Gotta move carefully, this ice is treacherous. All right, time to break this firewood. The wind is biting. Finding the drier wood under the ice is the key. Perfect, we're getting closer to making some warmth. All right, fire pit finished. Now for the really big flavors. All right, finally got it. That took a while, but we've got a fire. Now the fun can begin. All right, time to add these logs. Keeping this fire strong is crucial out here. This volcanic stone grill is ready to go. The warmth. It's so good to just feel my hands again. This wind is relentless, but the fire is worth it. All right, the grill is set. Let's start cooking. All right, time to open this massive bowl and start prepping these giant buffalo wings. It's freezing out here. All right, everyone, the prep is done. These are the biggest wings you've ever seen. We're about to make the giant buffalo wings. All right, time for the salt. Need a good base layer. And now the fresh ground pepper. You always gotta have it fresh. All right, time to build that flavor layer by layer. The garlic powder is essential for these giant wings. All right, time for the paprika. Gotta build that spicy flavor. Don't want any dry spots? Perfect. Time to add that extra heat. Get ready for some seriously spicy wings. All right, let's get this beautiful butter on these wings. Look at that shine. I've got the giant buffalo wings fully marinated and ready to go on the volcanic stone grill. The wind is picking up, but the fire is hot. All right, these giant wings are looking perfectly coated in the spicy marinade. Just a few more turns and we'll be ready for the volcanic stone grill. Time for these wings to get all that flavor in them. Perfect placement. All right, time to secure this giant volcanic grill. Careful now. Finally, perfectly positioned. Let the cooking begin. All right, this is heating up nicely. A little more heat on this side. Perfect. It's almost time. I've got a lot of heat down there. Just a little closer. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Time for these wings. All right, time to test the grill. She's roaring, looking good, perfect. All right, the volcanic stone is finally smoking. That's perfect, time for the wings. All right, finally, the volcanic stone is at the perfect temperature for these buffalo wings. The wind is picking up, but the grill is holding. I need to get these wings on before it gets worse. All right, time to grill these amazing buffalo wings on the volcanic stone. All right, these giant wings are really getting their sizzle on. The volcano rock is perfect. All right, these buffalo wings are getting some serious char.
Look at that marinade dripping onto the stone.
Yeah, that's the flavor right there. All right, time for the spicy buffalo coating. This wind is crazy.
Perfect.
Perfect. The wings look amazing on this volcanic stone. All right, time to glaze these buffalo wings again. The sauce is already caramelizing perfectly on the stone. This wind is wild. All right, these are getting perfectly crispy. Just a few more minutes and we'll have dinner. Getting these giant wings to crispy perfection is all about managing the heat of this volcanic stone. All right, these are absolutely perfect, ready to serve. All right, time for the cheese dip. Gotta be careful with this big boy. Nice and steady, Luna. The butter's melting perfectly, almost ready for the cheese dip. This volcano grill is incredible. The heat is intense, but the view is worth it. All right, time to add the garlic. Smells incredible already. Just what we need out here. It's so cold, but this fire makes it worth it. Time to thicken this up. Here comes the flour. Let's make some magic happen. All right, time for the secret ingredient. This fresh cream is gonna make all the difference. I've got the cheddar. Time to enrich this amazing creamy base. All right, time for the lava. These mozzarella chunks are going right in. Look at that stretch. Time to spice things up. These jalapenos should do the trick. Right into the bubbling lava. All right, the moment of truth. Let's see how this glacier cheese dip turned out. Oh, wow, look at that pull. It's perfect. All right, time to open up the beef. This wind is something else. Look at that mince, perfect. Molten cheese is ready. Let's start this giant cheeseburger. Time to add the flavor. A little bit of salt, some cracked pepper, and smoked paprika for that rich, smoky taste. All right, time to mix this perfectly seasoned beef for the massive cheeseburger. It's freezing out here, but the fire helps. All right, time to shape this beast. The wind is picking up, but this cheese is bubbling perfectly. All right, this is it. The volcanic grill is roaring, cheese is bubbling, and this burger, I think it's officially bigger than the serving plate. Time to get this grill ready. The butter should sizzle the moment it hits the volcanic stone. Hear that? That's the sound of a perfect sear coming soon. The perfect moment. The sear, right here. Looks incredible, Luna. All right, this patty is huge. I'm getting some serious caramelization here. Listen to that sizzle. The crust is forming perfectly. Look at this caramelization. Incredible. Can't wait. All right, let's add some of this delicious butter and really lock in that flavor on this glacier masterpiece. You hear that sizzle? Perfect. All right, time for the flip. This is gonna be epic. Woo! Just need to be careful with this wind. The flames are really intense now. This is the moment. Just gotta flip this giant burger carefully. The cheese is melting perfectly. Looks delicious. All right, these buns look absolutely perfect. Let's get them together with this amazing cheese. The sauce is looking perfect. Just a few more spices in the mix.
That's a beauty, Luna.
Almost ready for assembly. Time to get this sauce on the bottom bun. Got to make sure we've got a good base for this beast. All right, guys, it's brutal out here, but this double cheddar masterpiece is about to hit the finish line. Look at that melt. All right, perfect. Another beautiful, juicy slice of tomato for this monster. Almost done, guys. All right, this is it, the final layer of lava. This is gonna be epic. Wow, look at that pour. All right, the moment of truth. Let's get this absolute beast of a burger off the grill. Look at that perfect char. And the cheese, oh yeah, the cheese stretches. All right, it's finally done. The survival burger. All right, the glacial feast is complete. Look at these perfect buffalo wings. All right, feast is served. Get your wings, get your cheese. Stay warm. After days of trekking, nothing beats this. It's done. A proper feast, right here in the heart of the glacier. After all these days, it's finally time to eat. I can't believe we pulled this off. All right, this is it, the cheese pull. Look at that, unbelievable. We earned this. The perfect frozen feast. Check out these giant buffalo wings sizzling right next to the molten cheese and this juicy burger. Worth the climb. After everything, this feels like pure magic. Every moment led to this. Truly incredible, Luna. An epic feast. All right, this is the moment. The frozen feast begins. Wow, look at that. This is the best reward ever. Oh my God, yes, this is it. God, this is the best buffalo wing of my life. The crunch is just amazing out here. I could eat 1,000 of these. Woo. Absolute victory out here. Ah, that hits the spot. Yes, survival victory right here. Absolutely the crispiest, sauciest wing I've ever made out here. This cheese, wow. Oh yes, that is exactly what I needed right now. Oh my God, this is everything. After all this, it's so worth it. The best burger ever. Oh yes, that is what I'm talking about. The best burger, right here. After everything, this is just perfect. So grateful for this.
I never thought I'd survive. This feast is everything.